I sometimes combine the asanas such that they do these asanas together. So we have our own thoughts, we have our own process. So they develop that kind of understanding, and they might fall in love again.
Do you have any specific asanas or yoga exercises that couples can do together or alone, just to overcome this trauma or overcome these emotional imbalances?
All the hip opening movements I really recommend. Again, shoulder opening. They can support each other's back also.
So what happens into our body, like when we practice yoga and when we practice Pilates?
Pilates focuses on your core strength. You're practicing initially, you will feel little bit of soreness around your core. Yoga brings in the mental and emotional well-being part also, connecting you to universe and spirituality part also. Yoga makes your body more aligned with the universe. So the more aligned you are with the universe, your thoughts will come into existence very quickly. I see so many yoga teachers nowadays who are pregnant, who are in their final trimester also, and they are doing headstands, they are doing deep back bends. Hip opening is good for during pregnancy.
So what do most people learn too late about their body?
That they should be focusing on their breath. They should stop chasing a higher and higher package. They should stop chasing money.
So money should be there, but not as a priority. Hi Neha. Welcome to Classic Connect with Uday Kiran.
Hi Uday.
Yeah, how are you doing?
All well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So I have recently gone through your profile, but there's something interesting that came up, right? You are an NIT, then IIM, and suddenly you have been to wellness teaching. So how this transition happened?
So I was always focused towards health and wellness, but I was following a normal path. I was just studying, and it's a very generic path in our country to first become an engineer, any college, and then you feel like you need to study more, so you go for management, again MBA, any college, doesn't matter NIT, IIM, but it's a typical path. But our passions always stay hidden within us. So before I turned 35, I wanted to start something of my own, follow my passion.
Got it.
And so that's how I took this step towards this. And my major goal is to make sure that health and wellness is the priority in our community. Everything comes later, health and wellness comes first. So I want this message to be very clear, especially among professionals.
Got it.
Because I've seen many incidents in corporates where people always keep health secondary and their career growth, and they stay in a lot of mental pressure. They have associated their identity to the company. If I talk to someone, hey, how are you doing? What are your goals? They will say, my company has achieved this and this. Like, what about
Got
you?
it. Yeah.
So that's how. So that was my main mission.
Okay. Now, in this busy world, right, as you said, like nowadays, like people are more towards work, ignoring their well-being, whether it be physical or mental, right? If you could suggest an immediate breathing exercise for them, what it could be?
So what I believe is whatever you eat or whatever, how many hours you work, if your sleep is good, if you're having a good quality of sleep, everything falls in its place, everything feels fine. So sleep quality has come down nowadays because of our exposure to a screen, which is necessary also. So I would suggest Bhramari pranayam.
Okay.
So it's a making sound of a humming bee while you exhale. You inhale and you make sound of a humming bee, like So if you do it few times, you will feel some change in your body where your systems, your energies are getting aligned.
Got it.
And I assure you'll get a better quality of sleep over time. I also used to face a lot of insomnia related issues.
Okay.
But now I fall asleep within 10 minutes. I do this pranayam, and it has improved my overall sleep cycle and quality of sleep. So I always
Okay.
emphasize on sleep over following any specific diet or even yoga or even exercise. So that is
Got
very
it.
important.
Now, coming to sleep, right? You mentioned 8 hours sleep is basic necessary. Is it because nowadays doctors also saying that we need 8 hours of sleep? Is it really true?
If doctors are saying it should be right, but but
from-
usually the quantity doesn't matter.
Got
You
it.
know, 7, 8, 6, 5. It depends on body to body.
Hmm.
The quality of sleep I'm talking about.
Got it.
The quality, the depth of your sleep I'm talking
Okay.
about. How many times you're waking up in between, and how much refreshed are you feeling after you're waking up.
Acha.
So in yoga there is something called as yog nidra.
Okay.
So yog nidra actually compensates of many hours of loss of sleep in a way. I would not say completely compensate, but it makes you feel energized. So there are
Okay.
certain practices which help in improving the sleep as well in yoga. So there are
Got
many
it.
tools.
Now, nowadays, right, people go to gym and they do exercise. Some people do regular exercise in terms of brisk walking or morning walk and all. And some people will do yoga exercise. So, could you just throw some light? What is the difference between all these three?
So first of all, yoga is not an exercise.
Got it.
Yoga is a complete lifestyle.
Okay.
There are 8 limbs in yoga, which actually change our lifestyle in a way how we behave with others, how we empathize, how we behave with others, how we behave with ourselves, self love, how we are able to create boundaries without hurting anyone. How are we able to align ourselves to universe? How are we able to discover what's a real purpose in life rather than just running here and there? So it's not an exercise, it's a complete lifestyle where the asana part is the physical part,
Okay.
which looks like an exercise, but again it's a shortcut way. I would say it's a tool to align your body to reach a meditative state where you understand yourself. And so yoga is not an exercise, but there
Got
are
it.
other physical forms which are definitely required for our body. I appreciate all the physical forms of workout because they all help in building certain kind of consistency and discipline, which is very important. Because if you are disciplined, again that also falls under the domain of yoga.
Got it.
Following a discipline, consistency, everything is yoga.
Got it. Now, when it comes to yoga, right, I am hearing from many people that it can be done at any time. So, is there any specific time for persons to do yoga, or they can do it anytime?
Earlier I had a condition called as Barrett's esophagus,
Okay.
in which the acid levels of stomach rise up in my food pipe.
Okay.
So I used to practice yoga a bit with very little food item. I used to keep certain gap.
Okay.
But then this condition got somewhat healed.
Oh.
So now I am in a place where I can do yoga anytime I want to. But if stomach is bit light, then your food content will not come up your food pipe. But again, I said yoga is a complete lifestyle. So there is an asana which can be done immediately after food, and it completely depends, varies from body to body. There is no such definition because every body type is very beautiful and unique in their own way, where other person cannot understand.
Got it. Understood.
So
Understood.
they have their own power. They have their own positives and negatives. So
Got
depending
it.
on their lifestyle, they can do it anytime. For many people, it works even during late nights. For many people, early morning suits. For many people, afternoon suits. So there's no particular definition. It is when their body feels ready.
Got it. So when you say that, like you have taken certain diet, right? And also there are certain exercises that we can do post eating. Could you just say about those exercises, like what are those, so that everyone can do it?
I don't follow any diet
Okay.
as such. I keep changing my body type. Sometimes I lose weight, sometimes I gain weight. And it doesn't matter because ultimately this body will be turned into ashes.
Eventually,
So,
yes, yeah.
Eventually, yes, it will be turned
True.
into ashes. It is never constant. Body is never constant. It will change with age. What I'm looking right now will not, I'll not look the same after some time.
Yeah.
So diet I don't follow. I have started eating what I feel like eating as per my hormonal cycles, as
Got
per
it.
my menstrual cycles, etc. So diet part is that one thing. The other
thing is like you mentioned certain exercises that can be done post eating, right?
Yeah, immediately post eating, we fold our legs, we sit
Okay.
in Vajrasan,
Got it.
and if we sit in that position for some time, it helps in easy digestion of food. But again, I would be very silly if I recommend everything in a generic way for everybody.
Got
For
it.
some people, this might not work. If I'm asking somebody to fold their legs who have knee injuries,
Got it.
I will be so silly.
Yes.
Then that shows how shallow is my practice. So
Got it.
that's why it's very important to first consult. I have to really read the body, understand their issues, and then only pass some statement for them, and then only suggest some asanas.
Got
But
it.
it's a generic way that Vajrasan mein, if you sit after food, the digestion improves. It's a common, but again it varies from body to body. It's very much
Acha.
customizable.
Sure. So today morning, like when I was just walking on the roads, right, there were certain people who were doing yoga.
Oh.
So when I was speaking with them, so there was a small question that arose. So this is a common question, but everyone wants some clarity.
Okay.
So some people are saying that I breathe by keeping my mouth closed and I slowly exhale through my nose. And some people say I breathe, I take a deep breath through my nose and I exhale through my mouth. So which one is actually benefited or which one is actually correct? The way of doing.
Again, there's nothing correct or nothing incorrect in it. There are
Okay.
different techniques of breathing depending on season and
Oh.
depending on your requirement. If you immediately want to cool your body, then you exhale from mouth.
Okay.
And we also exhale with a ha sound. Ha.
Yes.
Releasing all the toxins. So it
Yeah.
immediately relaxes and cools down your body.
Got it.
So if you continue with breathing from your nose, your breath is in a controlled manner. It's a controlled breathing where you are kind of saving your energy. So it helps in the asana practice.
Got it.
In Pilates, I'm also certified in mat Pilates. In Pilates, we do lip breathing.
Got it.
In gym, we are made to. Many people they exhale from mouth, they inhale. So it varies depending on your need and the season.
Okay, even season plays an important role.
Yeah, in winters it's cold, so you need little bit of heat. So kind of breathing and pranayams will be a bit different. And during summers, if it's bit heated already, so your body is already heated, so you want to cool down yourselves. So there are certain other sets of pranayams.
Okay.
So it varies as per situation. So if somebody claims this is only the correct way, even asana shape, the shape which I am making, that shape will not come in the other person's body as it is. So that doesn't mean the other person is doing wrong.
Oh.
It is that body's adaptability to that asana, and I should appreciate it because that's a unique body in its own, and it is making its own shape in its own form and own feeling. So I need to appreciate that. So there's nothing wrong or right as such. Yeah.
So when it comes to breathing and all, right? I have a small question. I just want to understand. So when we do this yoga, right? Eventually, what happens inside our body? So could you just throw some light on that?
So when we practice yoga, so yoga is a complete lifestyle. So
Okay.
even when I'm not on my mat, I might still be doing yoga
Okay.
mentally. So what happens basically is first of all, our blood circulation improves.
Okay.
Our energy flow, pran flow improves.
Got it.
There are certain stiffness or restrictions which we feel inside that improves. You will feel little bit light.
Oh.
So that means now your body is getting prepared after you feel, and in some situation there's a lot of discomfort stored inside us, unhealed emotions, or any kind of pain or anything, any discomfort, that comes out first.
Okay.
So that uneasiness, when it comes out first, so people start feeling uneasy, uncomfortable.
Yes.
Many people then they quit. But that is your inner uneasiness which is coming out, which is stored inside. So once that is out, you will observe, if you have seen in park also, after doing yoga people are more active and more energetic.
True.
Because after their inner all these toxins and everything have released, now they are feeling very light.
Got it.
And after feeling light, after consistent practice, there comes a state where you reach a meditative state,
Okay.
which is a calm, blank state, like how this universe is all blank, dark sky. When you close your eyes, you feel that blankness, right? I believe it's the same as the universe. So you will feel like you're floating in the universe. This feeling will come later, and you will feel more aligned. Your behavior will change by the way you empathize, the way you talk to people.
Okay.
Delulu will not be the Solulu anymore.
Okay.
You will not be in
Yeah.
delusional state anymore. So all these behavioral changes also happen, apart from changes for your skin, hair.
Got it. So many people, like many viewers, are confused between yoga and Pilates. Could you just give the difference between those two?
Yoga, as I said, I believe it encompasses everything. This entire universe for me is within the yoga domain.
Okay.
Pilates is a recovery form which completely focuses your core.
Okay.
It burns your core. So core is your abdomen area,
Got it.
your thighs, your hip area, your back, your buttocks.
Okay.
So this every part is the core. I believe the structure of our body which holds is the core. It's a healing and it's a strengthening movement.
Okay.
Which focuses on your core only.
Got it.
Yeah.
And when should a person do yoga and when should a person do Pilates?
Both can go parallelly. In fact, a person can go to gym also. They can do a sport also. So
Okay.
Pilates is also a form of exercise, depending on what you like. If you like playing football,
Yeah.
you can do football. You can do so. Yoga is kind of a foundation.
Okay.
Yoga is a foundation where you do a little bit breathing exercise. You follow certain set of asanas. You have opened your back. You have opened your hips. You have opened your shoulders. Your mind is open. Your fingers are open. Your ankle joints all healthy. Now you can do anything. You go on with your life. But yoga is the foundation. It is even the foundation for dancers.
Okay.
And singers.
Got it.
As well, because it opens their throat.
Got it.
So it has many such elements depending on what your lifestyle is, what you want to achieve. It also helps in building bit of confidence, and it has many uses. So yoga is a foundation.
Got it.
You will, if you talk to many singers and performers, if you ask them, they'll say from our childhood we have been doing a lot of yoga to open their throat, to improve their voice quality.
Got it. So you have been giving training to many people, right? Like, so could you tell us about one real-time scenario where this yoga has turned up or completely transitioned any someone into a better life?
Yes. So there are many such examples.
Okay.
What I've observed, major change which I've seen is in couples.
Got
actually. It. So there were many couples who were not aligned with each other. There were many emotional blockages among them, and the relation with their kids and the entire family was not that great. And we could sense that the moment we enter their house.
Oh.
Yeah, it was so, and I've seen, and many couples they feel difficulty in even coming close to each other. They feel difficulty in expressing to your own partner.
Got it.
That is one part, and overall life quality I believe is not that great, though they are earning well and career wise settled. But after yoga, these blockages I observed, and they also told me that Neha, we have seen our sleep quality has improved.
Okay.
We feel more lighter. We understand situation better. Our emotions are now more out, and now then I could feel the sense of lightness and aura and a change in their lives. They could process their emotions better. They could understand themselves more. They could set boundaries. They know when to say no, and they know what to expect and what not to expect. So these were the changes. Another thing which I've, it's very funny that in kids, these changes are very much amplified because they are already quite open. They're open heart.
Correct.
They don't have anything stored in them, no emotions, nothing. So effect on kids is they somehow become more focused.
Oh,
I
got it.
I would call them they become intelligent kids. They suddenly become wise. They know what questions to ask. They empathize. So I have seen change in a 6-year-old girl.
Oh.
So she has a sister who is 3-year-old. Earlier they used to obviously fight with each other. She said like.
Okay.
But now the 6-year-old is practicing yoga with me.
Oh.
Kids yoga. So now she has become more empathetic towards her sister. Now, even if her sister tells something or beats her, does something, she's more like, oh, she's my younger sister. She's younger, and that's why she's behaving like that. She doesn't know
Got it.
God. So that change was very heart touching and shocking for me, frankly speaking, because then I realized in kids, this is very much amplified. This comes out immediately.
Got it.
So then I saw the real power of yoga. Then many more questions she started asking, like who is Patanjali, and she became more curious about the world. She's asking, and her performance in school also improved. Her rank also improved. She's the first rank holder in the
Nice.
class. She became topper also. Yeah.
So, if you could suggest any 3 yogic practices for kids to start, what are those?
For kids, I would suggest they should learn any one pranayam which suits their body. Kids are very high energy, so they should do Vastrika pranayam, and they should do Nadi Shodhana pranayam to balance their energies, balancing their inner stored energies, aligning them. They should learn a few prayers also of yoga, because when they learn it, their voice clarity improves. Because yoga class starts with a prayer. They should actually learn. It is not related to any specific religion. It is
Got
for
it.
all humankind. It is a very generic prayer. I believe they should learn that. And then a few Surya Namaskar is a very basic thing. They should learn Surya Namaskar. And yeah, they should, prayers are very important, Surya Namaskar, and they should end with some cooling asanas to cool down their mind and body. Yeah.
Got it. Now, like the people, right, the youth, they're more fond of getting abs. So 6 pack, 7 pack, and all. So for that, we used to go to gyms, and we do some 1 hour, 2 hours of exercise and all, workouts and all. Can yoga be an alternative for gyms? Like if someone want to get abs, is there any specific asana that people can do instead of going to gyms, sitting at home?
Yeah, so yoga encompasses everything. Gym is also included, every form of workout and every behavior is included in the
Got
yoga
it.
world. For abs, so again I say this body is temporary. It
Got
keeps
it.
changing. Many times keeping 6 packs and 8 packs might not be actually healthy for you.
Really?
I have seen so many models who have abs, but their body is so brittle and injury prone that even if they walk a little, their ankle will twist or their core is not actually strong. So, this is a myth. Having abs is not equivalent to a good core strength.
Oh, so having an abs
what.
is not good
Equivalent to a
core.
good
Oh,
core strength.
got it.
Yeah, somebody has 6 pack abs or 8 pack, that doesn't mean the person's core strength is very high. No. It's just the fat percentage has gone below maybe dangerously very low level that they are able to sustain, but it's not a sustainable thing. I won't suggest people to have abs all the time. If you're shooting, if you want to look in a certain way for a few months, it's good to do that. You can do any form of core workout. I think for Pilates works better.
Okay.
Mat Pilates works better if you really want
Abs.
because it completely works down there. Yoga will help you make your breathing better and make your lifestyle better. And there are few asanas in yoga also.
Acha.
You should follow a bit more intense practice then. There are few core holding asanas also. In fact, warrior series,
Got
warrior
it.
1, 2, 3, the balancing asanas completely engage your core. In fact, in any asana, the way you engage your core, the asana becomes a bodybuilding workout also. But your fat percentage is in your hands.
So now coming to the Hatha Vinyasa. Okay, so these are two different things, right? Hatha Yoga and Vinyasas.
Yeah.
So could you please explain a bit more about those two and when should we do that?
So Hat Vinyasa
Huh.
is the sun and moon. Hat Yoga
Yeah.
is the traditional form of yoga,
Okay.
in which an asana is held for a few minutes.
Okay.
In which you hold the stance of the asana. It's the most traditional. It's the traditional form of yoga. And vinyasa is flowing from one asana to another, to another, to another. It's kind of
Got it.
modified because many people, I told you that while you practice yoga, the discomfort inside you comes out.
Got
It
it.
happens to me also, everybody. So many people, they don't want to hold the asana, they want to move to next, to next,
Yeah.
to next, to next, to make it more dynamic. So vinyasa makes it more dynamic. You're moving from one, and it also helps in building discipline.
Got
One
it.
to another to another. So vinyasa is the flow.
So Vinyasa is a flow
Yeah.
and Hatha
Hat
Yoga.
is holding that asana for some time, feeling it,
Got
staying
it.
there, and then taking a pause
Uh-huh.
and then moving. Vinyasa is like a dance.
So these both are combined together, or you say that we can combine these two, or
We
it's
can
a
combine. Hat is same asana. The set of asanas is same.
Got it.
It's just that how you make a flow and sequence out of it, depending on people's needs. So in Hat yoga, if somebody says, I don't want vinyasa, I don't want to flow.
Got
So
it.
the same asana they'll hold for some time. And then they'll take a pause, then they'll move to next set of asanas. In vinyasa, they will not hold for a very long time. They'll flow one asana to another. So it looks like a dance flow.
Acha.
So I like to combine this vinyasa flow with classical music as well.
Acha.
Tabla, sitar.
So we can combine with.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of variety you're bringing, how you want to engage people. What's more important is people are practicing. That's more important.
Got it.
In any form, be it Hat, Vinyasa, Ashtanga, any Iyengar, any philosophy you follow, practice is very important.
Can you just explain about those philosophies? Say anyone like you mostly follow, or
My favorite, I like all the forms. I practice all the forms. So Hat is something I like to practice. So everything depends on my cycle, my menstrual cycle. So just before periods, I practice Hat form, where I'm staying in one asana for some time. I keep it less dynamic, less athletic. And after my periods, when my hormones are high, then I practice the vinyasa and ashtanga form, making it more flowy and next to next. I keep it more intense.
Okay.
So it depends on my menstrual cycle. And for my students also, I change the dynamics as per their mood and as per their cycles or whatever their requirement is.
Got it.
So this Ashtanga form is also a Vinyasa form, but it has a very set discipline. It's more masculine. It's
Okay.
less feminine. Again, Yin Yoga is more feminine on the softer edge, but it's not easy.
Okay.
Nothing is easy in the world, anyways.
Yeah.
But it is more feminine. So depending on your needs, your cycle, your needs.
So what happens into our body, like when we practice yoga and when we practice Pilates? So in terms of nervous systems and what happens to the body inside the body, could you please explain those terms as well?
Okay, so Pilates focuses on your core strength.
Okay.
So it engages your core. You will feel, if you're practicing initially, you will feel little bit of soreness around your core. So
Okay.
you are continuously engaging your core.
Got
It's a
it.
workout. It's also a recovery because it makes your body very strong, your joints stable. So Pilates is that. Yoga brings in the mental and emotional well-being part also, connecting you to universe and spirituality part also. So yoga brings in this extra element apart from engaging your body. It brings in this mental and emotional awareness in your body also, and that happens automatically in a person.
So can we achieve some supernatural powers? What I say, like by practicing this yoga, because I heard from many people that people who practice this Pilates and yoga sometimes they float, or they say that when they practice yoga and Pilates, they feel lighter, much more lighter than other bodies. So is it true?
Pilates, I believe it's a physical form of workout, engages core. But yoga, definitely, with yoga, what I've realized is your intuition levels improve.
Oh,
You can sometimes guess because now your mind is clear, you're able to connect with the nature and universal elements more, and we all are nature. So we can connect with the other human more. So you can sometimes imagine or understand what the other person might be thinking, or might their situation.
Oh.
So your intuition improves. So you will take decisions accordingly, controlling your emotions. Supernatural in the sense your manifestation powers also improve. Many times it happens that if you think of something that काश मेरे साथ ये होता, काश ये होता, something, then it happens suddenly, and it feels like, oh my God, why this has happened? This has happened to me multiple times.
So manifestation comes through, like it works through yoga.
Yeah, it's like yoga makes your body more aligned with the universe. So the more aligned with you are with the universe, your thoughts will come into existence very quickly. If your mind is cluttered, obviously thoughts will take some time to come in front of you. It will come. So if your mind is clear, so it's not just, it's with everyone, right? Sometimes you don't expect something and it happens to you.
Got it.
And it's like a wish being fulfilled, or you say, oh, good luck, good fortune. With yoga, this luck factor, this fortune factor, this manifestation improves. But then you have to be really careful about what you're thinking.
Oh,
Because what you're thinking might come true.
okay.
So that might not be good also.
Got it.
So you have to be really careful mindful about what you think. So yoga practice helps in improving your thinking quality also, I would say, that you would not think in a very wrong direction.
Understood.
Because it's kind of it can go a little bit on the other side also. Like I would say Ravan. Ravan was also a Gyani. Ravan was also well educated.
Yes.
And a worshipper of Lord Shiva.
Yeah.
Ram also Rameshwaram, Lord Shiva.
Got it.
Now Ravan went in another direction, Ram went in another direction. Depends on their own
Thoughts.
Yeah. So that is very important because your thoughts might come true. That's
So next question is like you also deal with prenatal yoga, right? So in simple terms, what is prenatal yoga?
Prenatal, what I usually define is encompasses preparing a woman. It starts with Garbh Sanskar, preparing a woman to conceive a soul in her womb.
Okay.
Because from her womb, a new human being, a new soul. Human beings are not like animals, right? We're not completely, we are animals, but not completely animals. We have some sense of consciousness inside us, which is not present in animals.
Got it.
No, I am also an animal lover, but we are humans and we are a little bit plus animals. Okay? True. So that plus animal or conscious being will be inside that womb. So that womb needs to be really prepared for that energy, that power.
Got it.
So Garbh Sanskar takes care of that, and then in the prenatal process, after the first trimester, a woman is being prepared mentally and emotionally and physically to hold the child in the most healthy way, so that mother's health and child's health is in its place, because this is the time where hormones are at its peak.
Got it.
So that needs to be really controlled and taken care of. There are many things which happen. It's a very complex process which is going on. It's the process of creation which is going on. It is not very easy. So that is the prenatal part.
But is there any specific timing or is there any specific time that the pregnant woman should perform yoga? I mean, is that after first month, second month, third month, like that? Do you have any specifics like that?
Usually I go by gynecologist recommendation.
Got it.
If gynecologist has approved a woman that she can move this much, or gynecologist has given a green signal that yeah, you can do all the forms of workout, or this is not there, I follow gynecologist recommendation directly.
Okay.
I don't mess with this process of creation.
Okay.
Usually I teach only after first trimester, because first trimester is the bonding phase where the cell is being implanted.
Got it.
After first trimester, then if gynecology is give a green signal, then they are free to move. But it again depends on what the woman has been doing before getting pregnant. If before getting pregnant she was very active and she was already doing all the asanas, or she was already a sports person, then gynecologist will definitely approve of her and she will be able to do all sorts of asanas even during her pregnancy. I see so many yoga teachers nowadays who are pregnant, who are in their final trimester also, and they are doing headstands, they are doing deep back bends, they are hip opening is good for during pregnancy, hip opening even during menstruation, but they are doing inversions, headstand, handstand. During, because they have been very active throughout their life. Now if they don't do this, then they will feel bad. So you see the beauty of the body, how it completely changes from one person to another.
Got it. So, are there any specific asanas that you recommend for the pregnancy women to perform?
So, goddess pose.
Got it.
Goddess pose. The name itself is goddess. Hip opening, and in third trimester, I recommend. And I don't recommend crunches, etc., because it puts pressure in the stomach. But all these recommendations, side bending is good. Side bending is good. But all these recommendations go for a toss. Because I have seen so many varieties of human beings, even during pregnancy, women, it goes for a toss. As I said, many women are doing headstand is not actually recommended. Headstand is not recommended, but their body is prepared. They want to do it, so you have to go what your mind is telling you. Sometimes, human body is so beautiful and changes. So there's no recommendation as such.
Got it. But nowadays, right, people are just seeing YouTube or watching videos and are performing the yoga, especially the pregnancy women. So, do you recommend? Are they safe practices, or do you recommend to have an instructor and perform these asanas or yoga?
I would recommend them to first go to their gynecologist and show these movements to gynecologists. If gynex says, yeah, it's fine, you can do, because reports are with her. If gynex says yes, then she can feel free if she feels like she can follow those videos. But if a coach or an instructor or a guide is not there with you, you have to be a bit more careful and conscious about yourself. Then you should be you should know what you're doing. Basically, you should be knowing those movements before getting pregnant also. So basically, you should know you are on your own. So you should know what you're doing because you are on your own. If you get a coach or instructor, so responsibility shifts to the coach as well. Responsibility shifts to the teacher as well. She might add her own sense. She might support you. She might guide you. So that extra guidance comes.
So, are there any yoga asanas that the pregnancy women should stop doing?
No, I cannot recommend that. As you said, many yoga teachers themselves are doing headstands and handstands in their final trimester also. Just 9 days before pregnancy, before delivery also.
But what happens in headstand? Like
a headstand, you are inverted.
Got it.
So your vayu, your prana is going to your head. So it's not very much recommended, health wise. So the baby
Might
instead of
fall.
going down, it's going this side, so it disturbs the alignment. That's why it's not recommended. Even during menstruation, it's not recommended to do inversions, because the blood flow should go down and it's going up.
Yeah.
It engages core. There's a lot of core engagement. There's a lot of alignment. So chances of falling and injuries can be
More.
but again, if you have always doing head, if you have always been doing headstand in your
Okay.
entire life, and if you're not doing them, then that could be a reverse impact.
Got it.
Depends on body to body again.
Got it. When comes to the next one, the mind and emotions. Nowadays, right, everyone is having this mental trauma. So wherever we see the people are saying like having mental trauma kind of thing. So does really yoga can cure those mental stress?
Yes, I can confidently say, like you use the word cure.
Yeah.
I can confidently say, because I've tried it on myself and I've seen it can cure mental trauma, it can cure
Got it.
the anxiety related issues, the insomnia related issues, it can cure.
So what are can you suggest some exercises that people can perform during this anxiety or any kind of this trauma that they are facing?
Yeah, so when they're facing any anxiety, trauma, such kind of situation, it's very important to build a muscle memory so that they always follow a discipline. So if you have a discipline in your life, you know you have to wake up at this time,
Got it.
whatever situation in your life is. So you get aligned with the life. It becomes very easy to forget your trauma. It becomes very easy to de-stress yourselves. So certain anything, I would say just go for a walk also, and any set of mostly if you ask, forward bends are recommended for a stress release. But
Got it.
again, many people have disc related
Issues.
injuries, disc slips. So for them, forward bends won't be recommended. So, but forward bends are usually very anxiety, cause anxiety relief. There are all these pranayams, these nadi shodhana which I was talking about, the sleep pranayam, the humming bee pranayam which I was talking about. This helps in relaxing your body and bring and coming and following a certain discipline and set of values and principles, so that anything happens in your life, good or bad, you stay neutral.
Got it. And one more thing is now everyone is doing the desk job,
Yeah.
right? So what is that one thing that you suggest for any of the employee to do at least during their desk job?
Yeah, so desk job, I believe pranayam is a must, anyways. But shoulder opening movements, I really suggest to them, because they're always sitting. They have this hunched. Even my shoulder used to be very very tight. Even
Okay.
now, it's not completely open. So shoulder opening really. So if your shoulder is tight and your hips are tight, then your back also gets injured. People face a lot of back pain sitting for a really
Yes.
long time. But that might be because your shoulders are tight and your hips are tight. So many hip opening and shoulder opening movements release the tension on your lower back, especially on your spine, so that load gets shifted to other parts. Then your body feels more relaxed and mobile. So there are many such movements. It can be done with a chair also. It can be done on wall also. There's no need of mat.
So we can do sitting on the same chair and
Yeah.
perform certain activities.
Yeah, like simple Gomukhasan.
Oh,
You can do like this sitting in chair only, right?
yeah.
And on wall also there are few stretches we do. There are few stretches for hip opening, like if you fold your legs. So these things and few breathing pranayam you do, and go for a walk little bit. So
Acha.
that helps in. That is really recommended.
And coming to this chakra awakening and spiritual consciousness, right? So could you just throw some light? Like, can we really achieve those chakra awakening? And if yes, how do we get to know like any of this chakra is getting awakened?
So there are 7 chakras, and each chakra has its own importance. When it activates, it has its own value.
Got it.
And you come to know, like for example, the Manipura chakra, the belly
Okay.
button, is responsible for your digestion. It's responsible for your confidence level, how bold and courageous you are.
Okay.
So you will feel that, right? When you feel like now you feel courageous enough, you feel bold enough to take certain decisions. So that means your chakra is healed here. There's a sacral chakra which is close to your genital area, which is responsible for your creativity, intuition, sexual life as well. So you will feel the difference. You will see the difference. Then there is root chakra,
Okay.
Muladhara, which is responsible for your stability, groundedness, so that you don't feel shaky or confused all the time. So you will feel that within yourself. This throat chakra, where your voice is coming out very clearly without any blockage, you are able to speak
Got it.
well. There's no blockage. So then that is open. Heart chakra, Anahata chakra, which is emotional center, heart center. If you don't feel any blockage here, your emotions are flowing, you're able to feel.
Got it.
And you're able to express yourself. So then, and then third eye, Agna chakra, which is responsible for your intuition, reaching a meditative state. If you're able to reach that state, and then the Sahasrara, it's little bit above the body, it is at a different plane.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
So
the
we
final state.
so we can awaken all those things.
We can activate.
Yeah.
And we use the word activate all these chakras to build all these qualities within ourselves. But it happens with a consistent practice.
Got it. And when it comes to yoga, right? I have this question. So, is practicing yoga really making us to what you say surpass the our mental issues, or just it's making us to make sure that I can just react to the particular situation at a particular time?
It is both. It starts with the reaction.
Okay.
Because we are in our day-to-day lives,
Yeah.
we are in our daily lives, so we have to react in a certain way.
Yeah.
So it starts with improving that quality of reactions. Then it slowly surpasses that level where you are able to build greater understanding about your purpose, your existence, feeling of abundance. Then both things happen together.
Got it. Now, are there any signs that practicing yoga could say that okay, your body has this particular disorder, or your body is healing from this particular disorder? So, does it upfront shows or gives some instincts by practicing yoga? And if yes, how do we get to know that?
For example, you are saying if there's this particular disorder, if I'm claiming that this will be okay.
So what I mean is like I'm practicing yoga for 6-7 months, and my body started reacting, and so will it upfront throw some cautious or cautions that okay, your body is healing? How do I observe that?
Okay, I'll give my example only. I have a condition called as Barrett's esophagus.
Okay.
Medically proven, endoscopy, everything done at AIG hospital. I have Barrett's esophagus. Okay. So doctors could not make me understand that I am not at a stage where this can be surgically cured. They cannot operate me now because that cell is not damaged so much.
Okay.
It's a slight damage, 2%.
Understood.
2 millimeter or whatever they call it.
Understood.
Slight damage in the tissue. Now this cannot be removed with surgery.
Got it.
Because that will cause some other levels. I am not suitable for that currently.
Got it.
So doctor suggested me to do deep breathing.
Acha.
Written recommendation, deep breathing.
Oh.
Or you have these tablets for your anxiety relief. Have these tablets for better quality of sleep. There are certain tablets which come like for you to fall asleep.
Correct.
For you to release your anxiety.
Correct,
Many people
correct.
are having those tablets.
Correct.
Those tablets were recommended to me. So you have two options, he said. You either do deep breathing or you have these tablets. So 1-2 days I had those tablets, and then I realized it is making me so drowsy and incapable to do anything in my life.
Got it.
Initially, many people they get addicted to it. Start with small dose, they will say, and then slowly they have to increase the dose. But if I don't want to go that way,
Yeah.
because I am in my early 30s. I don't
Got
want
it.
to go that way.
Got it.
So then doctor said do deep breathing, yoga. It is doctor's recommendation.
Oh.
You said gastroenterologist recommendation to do deep breathing yoga. Deep breathing is don't breathe till your lungs, till your heart center. Breathe till your abdomen. The damage is here. Pran level energy should reach here.
Got it.
Because then this tissue will be able to heal. Obviously, if any cell, the breath or the pran doesn't flow,
Got it.
this will be dead.
Correct.
So, for example, this is a scratch here.
Mm.
So, this scratch, so here the pran level might be blocked. If this is a big, so this cannot be operated. If pran starts flowing, blood starts flowing, it will be healed, become like normal. So, that's what the science is basically. It's just improving of your cell. It's like an irrigation system. Every joint from your fingers to your toes. So, that's what the difference from gym also. In gym, many joints are bypassed. External rotation is bypassed. Your wrist movement. Many people mind your fingers. Which exercise is there in gym for fingers? Which exercise is there in gym for the tip of your toes, or here the head, or your any other mental situation? So
Got it.
so everything can be complementary, but science-wise, doctors recommend this. It's just to improve your
Got it.
breathing and your this thing.
Now coming to this relationships, right? So many of nowadays we see many people argue. I mean, the arguments happen between wife and husband, or lovers, or friends. So, do you really think that doing certain breathing exercises can really make sure these arguments or these emotional arguments get end? Or if yes, like what type of exercises they can do?
Yeah, the chakra which we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
So these chakra activation movements I really recommend for couples
Okay.
or for friends. They can do it together also.
Okay.
I sometimes combine the asanas such that they do these asanas together.
Acha.
So they also get that healing touch of each other, so that they understand that we both are ultimately human beings. So we have our own thoughts, we have our own process. So they develop that kind of understanding, and they might fall in love again. Fall in love not just with they can fall in love with nature, with themselves. For the first stage is self-love. First you have to fall in love with yourself. The couples or in relations in which the fight is happening, the problem is within. The person within is suffering because of something else.
Got it.
Own energies are not balanced. The sense of self-love has gone for a toss.
Exactly.
Because it's a use and throw world, I can say. So the sense of self-love has gone for a toss. They are in conflict with their own thoughts. Like what I'm thinking and what I'm doing is entirely different. I want to do this, but no, I have to do this because my boss has said.
Got it.
So that needs to be cured and aligned. Once you are satisfied within you, like many people ask me about what this masculine, feminine energy, marriage. I say I'm married inside.
Okay.
I mean, I try to get married inside where my masculine, feminine energies are united.
Got it.
So when I am aligned, I am filled with love. Then only I'll be able to love others.
Understood.
If I'm not filled myself, how will I be able to love others? So
Got
that yoga helps in healing this specific.
So do you have any specific asanas or yoga exercises that couples can do together or alone, just to overcome this trauma or overcome these emotional imbalances?
So every chakra is associated with certain set of asanas. That will be a very huge topic. Every chakra, 7 chakras are there. Every chakra has its own set of asanas.
Any 4, 5 or 3, 4 specific exercises or yogic asanas that they can do?
Malasana, I would say, like how we used to sit in Indian toilet style, which many people are not able to do currently because of the Western style has come out. So Malasana I would really recommend. All the hip opening movements I really recommend. Again, shoulder opening. They can support each other's back also. With guidance of a coach, they can support each other's back and push a little bit. And there are a few twisting movements in which they are again supporting each other's back. There are again a set of movements. Basically, focusing on one chakra a day maybe.
Got it. Now, here comes another question. So, does meditation actually fixing our problem, or it's just creating us to tolerate to that problem? So, previously I used to tolerate. I don't have the tolerance level, but now doing the meditation, it has increased my tolerance level, but the problem has not fixed. Or does it really fix?
Meditation actually makes you capable to take decisions, bold decisions,
Got
right
it.
decisions, decisions which you might be delaying and getting scared that what if I do this, what if I say this, I should have said this, but I could not. So
Got
that's
it.
suppression. So meditation helps you become more aligned with the universe. Then you realize that I can surrender myself to this earth and to the sky, even if nobody is there in my life. Nature is still there protecting me. I am in the womb of nature, it's still there protecting me. So even if I free fall, still nothing will happen to me. So meditation is a state of, I would say, free fall.
Can we say it is an illusion? Can
It's not an illusion, it's a feeling. It's a feeling of freedom.
got it.
It's a feeling of freedom where you feel so free from inside that you take decisions which are aligned to yourself and aligned to your own well-being, your own health.
Got
For
it.
example, in office, you want to say something or you want to talk something to somebody or you want to execute a project in a certain way,
Yes.
but your manager is not aligned or your colleagues are not aligned.
Got it.
So how to bring everyone on the same page, or what do we say, take their buy-in. How do we take their buy-in? How do you understand them? You have to bring everyone on the same page to your vision, or and removing, so taking right decisions, it helps in taking right decisions at the right time because your nervous system is controlled. So
Got
many
it.
people, they have this shivering issue. So that gets controlled
Blabbering
because
issues and all
yeah,
that.
a lot of suppression is there inside. So if all that clears up, they'll be able to align themselves in their surroundings more. So that helps. So meditation and yoga helps in enabling you to perform your day-to-day activities better, enabling you. So
Got
you
it.
solve the problem because there's nobody else. You know what the solution is. It's just
Got
that
it.
there is inaction. You're not doing it. You know what the solution is. You sit for a blank state in a meditative state for some time, you will automatically know what the solution is.
Got it. Now you started with breathe and tone, right?
Yeah.
So what does it actually mean? So why you came up with that name?
So breathe, I realized when doctor told me you have to go for deep breathing, it was a bit shocking for me initially because
Okay.
I was like, no, give me some medicine.
Okay.
Give me some, tell anything, cure it right now. Then I realized you have to do deep breathing. And then I realized breathing is so important. I was completely ignoring it while I was in corporate. It was
Got it.
like nothing for me. I was focusing on many things, but I was not focusing on my own breath. As I said, the breath, when it passes a tissue, then it gets healed. It is alive. So if here there is a blockage, breath is not. So this is dead. So that's causing me pain. So I wanted breathe to be there in my brand name. Tone again, toning is not. I am not advocating a specific shape or size.
Got it.
So earlier I
Understand.
was very
Understand.
thin.
Understand.
Now I have gained. Again I might lose. Don't know what will happen. But tone is not for a specific shape. Toning is aligning again.
Got
You
it.
know, in a good shape, in a good healthy state, well cured state of your body and mind both. N is for Neha.
Oh,
Breathe
got
and
it.
tone. Yeah.
Got it. Nice. So here's one question. If breathe and tone was a person, what it would be?
Mm. Breathe and tone. I think it will be like a fairy.
Okay.
I always use that smiley on WhatsApp also. A green, a
Yeah.
green colored fairy who is just with a wand stick and going everywhere and passing happiness and peace and wellness to everybody. It will
Got
be like
it.
that fairy. That fairy can gain weight also. Can
Yeah.
not in a specific shape or size fairy, but a fairy, an angel.
So where do you want to see breathe and tone in next 5 years?
Okay. I want to go for. I want to improve my reach as much as possible, so that first of all, it's not just about wellness. Also, I believe it will inspire many people to follow their passion,
Okay.
irrespective of their past background, or
Got
not
it.
carrying their baggage of past baggage and following their passion. Entrepreneurs, artists, to do whatever they want to do in their life. So they, when they see me, ki, okay, this girl is following her passion, her past background is this, and still she's doing this, and she's living her life in a certain way. Why can't we also do that? Because we also have our own dreams. We have been and we have
Got it.
capability also. So that has built courage in many people, especially younger women, to start their own brand, to start their own business, and even in an even better way. So that is that I want to see even more.
Got it.
Wherever the reach can be, ultimately I want to reach a state where I can, where I don't have to charge for my services.
Got it.
You know, where I can do the service even more freely. But currently, I am in a state where I have to charge for my services. I want to have more corporate tie-ups, institutional tie-ups,
Understood.
to build my reach, because I was also in those corporate offices a few years ago, and I know these people are there and they want some kind of uh, engagement activity or such kind of activity to release their stress, anxiety, and to make them feel more focused and relaxed to perform their duties in life also really well. So that I want, and I want to collaborate with different artists also.
Understood.
Especially, I'm interested in the classical forms of India. I want to collaborate with them and to create a very healing, very well soothing and entertaining wellness theme for everyone.
Sure. So here is a one rapid fire
Okay.
questions kind of thing. So it's what we say is if I know this earlier. So what do most people learn too late about their body?
That they should be focusing on their breath.
Oh, so
It is so simple, but rarely we focus on our breath.
understood.
Yeah.
Second one is like what should listeners stop chasing?
What should
Listeners stop chasing.
listeners?
Yeah. So people who listen to the podcast currently, right?
Oh.
So what should they stop chasing?
They should stop chasing a higher and higher package. They should stop chasing money.
So money should be there, but not as a priority.
Yeah, money should be there, but you should always try to go back to your homes and take a breath and realize that, is it affecting my health? Is it at the cost of my mental peace? How much do I actually need? Now, is it just my ego? Or
Got it.
where is the end of it?
So mental peace is also an important part, equal
Yeah.
with money, earning money, right?
Yeah.
That's what.
Learn to give up some money to get your peace.
Got it. Is hard work overrated?
No, no. Hard work is, even in yoga asanas, which I do anything, I work really hard. Yeah, hard work is very hard work. In Bhagavad Gita, it's also written that you don't have to quit the worldly affairs. You just have to stay detached. Hard work is very important, but not at the cost of your health for sure. You have to build a discipline,
Got it.
sleep on time, wake up on time, build a routine, build a discipline. Then you'll be working hard also, and you'll be fit and fine also. You'll be 90% fit and fine also.
Got it. Another question is many people say that everything you need is already inside you. How do you support this statement?
100% I support this statement, because in ancient times, origin of yoga itself has started. They wanted to understand stars and moons and sky and beyond, and they did not have any fancy instruments. So what
Got
to
it.
do? So then they closed their eyes and sat, and from there the asanas came. They observed animals, and then from there the asanas came. Then they realized if they understand within, they understand the universe, and everything is just within. It's just illusion. It's just
Acha.
your perception is different from my perception. Your reality is different from my reality. So what's the real reality?
Got it. So, burnout, a warning or a failure?
Burnout is it's not a failure for sure. It's a warning. It's a trigger that take a pause. Yeah,
So-
life is more than what you're doing right now.
Got it. So, rest, guilt or growth?
Growth.
Rest is a growth?
Rest is guilt or growth?
Yes.
Growth, definitely.
Got
If you
it.
recharge yourself, rejuvenate yourself, you look few couple of years younger. You'll have more energy to do things.
So, do you think that wellness industries are playing with our insecurities?
Not industry overall. Industry encompasses many things. It's not playing with the insecurities, but the way they are communicating can be changed. They might be talking about so many negative things to make somebody feel, especially about body shape, size, like 36, 24, 36, and this kind of
Got it.
things might.
So, what's one wellness thing that social media don't show to people?
The social media.
Doesn't show to people. What is one wellness thing that social media doesn't show to people at all? What is the reality?
About the industry as a teacher,
Yes.
that the person who might be a coach and teaching, they might also be in their own healing stage.
Got it.
So their body shape, their size, their mind will mature with time, and they are also human beings.
Got it.
So like many people, they comment on my body very much, that earlier you were thin, now you have gained, what happened, this happened. So they're also human beings and they're learning, but they are in the path of, they want to do something in the domain, they're learning.
So, lastly, what certifications do you suggest for the young people who want to pursue their career in this wellness, yoga, asanas?
In yoga, there's a typical RYT 200 certification, for which many yoga schools are there.
Got it.
Then there comes RYT 300 also, depending on
Got it.
RYT 200 is a basic good certification. Then every wellness form you want to teach, you can get certified in that, because certification teaches you how to teach.
Got it.
And rest, everything depends on self practice and how your own self journey is, how you are meeting people, etc.
Sure.
Like a degree, like we get a degree, but when we come to corporate world, you learn
More, yeah. So, with this, we'll close our podcast. So, thanks for coming and giving us the knowledge of what is yogic, what is asanas, and all. And we are looking forward for many more sessions with you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, team.